መጣል አይደል? መጣ ሄሎ ሄሎ ይሞክር። 1 2 3 ይሰማል። 1 2 3
I do think for me, yeah. Actually, I thought there is a Wi-Fi, so no Wi-Fi. No problem. We are sending. Here there is no Wi-Fi. I forgot to, actually in my office there is no Wi-Fi. No problem. You have sent me the link. Later after. They will not come because I am thinking family. I am not thinking this. Yes, yes. Yeah. I believe my target was 240. Yes, yes. Yeah, I am thinking for them. But I am not sitting all this thing. Yeah. Yes. And regarding mechatronics,
ማይክ እንትን የለም ወይስ ተገናኝቷል?
ሄሎ አሁንስ እዚህ ጋር
set up the mic Could we set up the mic so they in the video?
Video. Okay.
Just you set up? You set up? Can we just put it here?
Okay.
You set up? You set up?
Okay.
That's more than enough. It won't be interrupted, right?
I think don't see. Otherwise, I will remove this one. Okay.
Mic.
Yeah.
You set up? So it's for a better audio.
Okay. So all third year student, all third year student.
It's from different departments. It's all over the place. Those who wanted to come came to see. Those who we're third year students, most of them are in the lab.
Okay.
So maybe they will come later.
Okay.
But it's mostly other departments. People that are interested.
Okay. For MSc also, I was teaching industrial automation and robotics. Yeah. And I did for PhD also, I am teaching all advanced ones. This is 3D printing.
There's a 3D printer in this campus, right?
Yes.
But it's just for in the STEM center for.
They are having this COE office. COE office, it will be there.
But it's not accessible for students.
Not accessible, but for me, I went and I asked for my PhD student. So, treated and make one component.
Maybe we'll get the chance to if we continue with our masters.
Yes. That time, maybe after 6 months or maybe 1 year. Here also, 3D printing, different variety of 3D printing is there. We have requested now.
For
Huh?
I think it's better to start.
Start?
He will introduce you.
Huh?
Once he's ready, he will introduce you.
Who?
Him. He'll
Him.
be introducing you.
Okay. Okay, no problem. Okay. No problem. Just I understand.
እንደምን ቆያችሁ? ዛሬ የፊዚክስ የመጨረሻ ሴሚናር ላይ ደርሰናል። እንደምታዩ ሆኖ ከሜካኒካል ስኩል ጋር አንድ ላይ በመሆን ዶክተር ባልኬሽዋር ሲንግን አግኝተን ለእናንተ ኤቮሉሽን ኦፍ ኢንዱስትሪያል ሮቦቲክስ በሚል ድረስ ቆንጆ ሴሚናር ሊሰጡን ተዘጋጅተዋል። በዛሬው ዕለት ይህ ብቻ እንደሚኖር በኋላ ላይ የመጨረሻ ፕሮግራም ከመሆኑ መጠን ክሎዚንግ ሴሬሞኒ ይኖረናል። ስለዚህ ከእሳቸው መጀመሪያ ፕሮግራሞችን አንድ ባንድ እንከተላለን።
So thanks to organizer and Irmias, and Irmias has initiated me to give the presentation and show some. I have some sensor devices, how it is working, and he was requesting so many times. And 10 days before I was presenting, that time he came to saw my presentation, and then he got interest. So what I am going to display, he got interested in that. So he requested me, and other student also came to request to display, and so that's why. And thanks to the organizer and Irmias and other students given opportunity to come here. So this is my 4th year, but I didn't visit in this area because I am mechanical. So generally will be in mechanical side. So but we have organized very nice still here. So now my seminar will be on the evolution of industrial robots. Correct? So in this, there will be an introduction and how it is working, and you can find out some history, what is the benefit and application, future future robot, about the future robot also. Correct? So let us start. So you see, industrial robot is a reprogrammable multifunctional manipulator designed to move parts, material and tools through the various programmed to perform various variety of tasks. Correct? So they are having a reason for using robot in industry. Why you are using? One, having reduced labor cost, eliminate dangerous job, increase output rate, improve product quality, increase product flexibility, reduce material waste, reduce labor turnover and reduce capital cost. So that's why we are using robot in industry. Then what are the parts of robot? So there will be a manipulator, pedestal, then controller and effector and power source. So these are the main parts of the robot, like a human. Correct, no? So now I will compare these robot parts with our human parts. So one having manipulator, first having manipulator. So manipulator, which one is called manipulator? Our hand is from this to this is called manipulator. Correct? It consists of, you see, base and then other parts, appendix, then shoulder, arm and gripper. So this comes under manipulator. Then pedestal. So in pedestal, this is called human waist. So this is the this will support the manipulator. This will support the manipulator or act as a counterbalance. Then another having controller. So in controller, we can say this is our brain. So this controller issue the instruction to the robot and control peripheral devices and interface with the robot and interface with the human also. Then end effector. So in end effector, so we can say this is called your end effector. This is called your hand. So in hand, so this is, we can say this is a special tooling devices. There will be a two type, one having a gripper. So gripper is used for holding the object, and another having tools. So this is the end effector, and at the end of it, this is called your hand. So here we can change. Instead of gripper, we can use the tools like a spot welding attachment, a spray welding, a spray painting, and other devices we can attach to perform the other works. So you see the gripper. So this figure and this all are gripper. So they are having a 4 gripper, and this is called tool. So by removing the gripper, we are fixing the tool for the gas welding, or we can say arc gas welding purpose, and this is for painting purpose. Correct? Then power source. Power source is just like our food. For us also there is a need food. For robot also there is a power. The food is required. So you can find out this color indicating where food is needed. For us only one person is there having mouth for eating. Correct? But robot having different source, power source is required. No? So you can find out, the red color. So red color indicating where need power. So they are having a different power source. One will be electric, pneumatic and hydraulic. Then robot classification. So SCARA robot, Delta robot, Cartesian coordinate robot. These are the main classification. But according to their work, according to your shape, according to their shape, also divided robot. So you see another type of robot. So this is based upon the shape. No? Robot manipulator. So this robot is called robot manipulator, and this is mobile manipulator. Another types of robot having locomotion, that is called aerial robot, wheel mobile robot, and then humanoid, underwater robot, and legged robot. Correct? Then mobile robot, example having Harrier second and Sojourner rover. So these are sent by the NASA for the Mars exploration. Then autonomous robot. So these are the called autonomous robot. Animal-like robot. So you see, these are all figure are so looking like an animal. That's why this is called animal robot. Robot configuration. So in robot configuration, one having a robot anatomy, means a structure. So robot, there will be a manipulator. Manipulator consists of your joint and link. And this robot manipulator, we can divide in two sections. One will be a body arm and another will be a wrist assembly. So manipulator joint, how movement takes place about the joint. One having a translational motion. In translational motion, there will be a linear movement and orthogonal joint, that is denoted by O. Then rotary motion. Rotary motion, they are having a rotational joint, twisting joint and revolving joint. These are the different types of joint and denoted by different symbol. So polar coordinate body arm assembly, in this type of robot, there will be a three movement will be there. One twisting, one rotating, and another having a linear movement. Then another cylindrical body arm assembly robot. In this, there will be a twisting and then linear movement, then orthogonal movement. Then Cartesian coordinate body arm assembly, there will be a linear movement, then orthogonal movement, and another will be orthogonal movement. Joint arm robot. So in joint arm robot, there will be a twisting, then rotating, and then another rotating will be there. Then another having a SCARA robot. So in case of a SCARA robot, there will be a twisting, not revolving. There will be a revolving and then rotation and then orthogonal will be there. Then wrist configuration. So in wrist assembly will be attached to the end of arm, and wrist assembly it consists of your roll, and then it will consist of yaw. Yaw means like this movement is there. Then pitching. So like pitching is there. I think we have studied maybe mechanics of machine. No, they are having a gyroscopic couple. In that we can find out this roll, pitch and yaw. Then joint drive system. Now we have seen regarding the configuration and different types. No? Now here how drive system will work. So there will be an electric system. So electric motor will be used to actuate individual joint, and hydraulic, in case of hydraulic, use hydraulic piston and rotary van actuator. And in case of pneumatic is limited for a small robot. Then robot control system. There, for controlling the robot also, they are having a different system is there. One having limit sequential control, playback with point-to-point control, playback with continuous path control, and intelligent control. These are the different types of control system. Then now come to the robot sensor. So why we are using the robot? No? So robot is used to measure the condition of robot and its surrounding environment. And why need robot sensor? Because for a smooth functioning of robot. Correct? So they are having a different type of sensor. When you go to the 4th year, they are having a mechatronics course in mechanical. Maybe in other department also there will be a mechatronics. So we are teaching different variety of different types of robot sensor. Here main sensor, how many type of main sensor is there? Here having a 7 type of sensor that I am going to display here. So one having a light sensor, that this sensor is used to identify the light and generate a difference of voltage. Correct? So they are also having 2 types. One having a photoresistor and photovoltaic cell is there. Correct? So we can see the figure. Then sound sensor. Sound sensor, it is used to recognize a sound and it convert into electrical signal. So with the help of sound, suppose you give one clap, so robot will turn the right. If you put the 2 clap, it will turn to the left. So you can see here one sensor, one robot is having. Name having Lego NXT robotics rover. Here they are having a ultrasonic sensor in front, and another having a sound sensor, here having a light sensor. Accordingly it will work. Then temperature sensor. So temperature sensor are also used in the robot where working environment is very extreme condition, like a desert area or ice glacier. So we can find out here they are having a robot. They have using a Kawasaki robot installed in the Kobe Maritime Museum. So in that museum, this robot, this is the automatic temperature sensing devices included here. So when person is going inside, it will measure the temperature, or what is the temperature of the room of the museum, it will automatically display here. So this is regarding temperature sensor. Another having proximity sensor. So proximity sensor, in this the sensor will not touch the object. So from the some distance or a specified area, it will sense the object. It will sense the object. They are also having 3 types. One having infra transceiver, another having ultrasound sensor, and photoresistor is there. So you see here, this is mobile robot using proximity sensor. So these are the robot here, and here there is an object. So without touching, robot is sensing there is some object. Then having tactile sensor. So in tactile sensor will touch the object and then accordingly will work. So I am giving simple example, our mobile, a smart mobile. So in this mobile, just we are touching and displaying all the things according to your wish. So this is also, we can say, having inside, they are having a tactile sensor. They are having a tactile sensor. So this is also having different types, one having a touch sensor or contact sensor. So you see in this is a artificial skin. Person is touching the surface of the robot, and robot is feeling accordingly. Correct? So this is contact type of sensor involved in this robot. Another have force sensor. So in force sensor, we are robot is also gripping, catching the any component and placing from one place to another place. So this is also happening due to force only. If in the gripper there will be a less force, what will happen? It cannot transfer the component from one place to another place. So by the force, according to the requirement, how much force is required to catch the component and to move the component from one place to another place, this type of sensor is added there. Then navigation and positioning sensor. So in this position sensor are used to approximate the position of a robot. Correct? So this is based upon the GPS system. Then acceleration sensor. So in acceleration sensor is a device for measuring acceleration and tilting. So how much then historical development of the robot. So in historical development of robot, first it was developed by the invented by the Carl Capet. He was a chess player. So without mechanical system, through the chemically he observed that there is a robot, it can work. Correct? After that, they are having so many industrial development robot is there, but I am not going to display here, but only I am highlighting only few. So 1959 development of first industrial robot by George Devon and Joseph. They have developed in 1959. Before that, you see, this Carl Capek, he has invented, there is a robot like a machine, it will work. They have developed, he thought about the 1921 itself. But first industrial robot came in 1959. Correct? After that, 1961, Unimason USA installed the first industrial robot used on production line at the General Motors. Then another having 1962, first cylindrical robot was installed by the American Machine and Foundry at Ford factory in Canton, US. The 1969, General Motors installed the first spot welding robot at its Lordstown assembly plant. Then 1969, Tralfa, Norway offered the first commercial 1974, the first commercial available mini computer controlled industrial robot was developed by Richard Hall. So you can see the figure. Then 1978, Puma was developed by Unimason USA with the support from General Motors. And this was used for a small part handling. In 1985, Kuka robot came. So KUKA robot, Germany introduces new Z-shaped robot R, whose design ignored the traditional parallelogram. Correct? So they are having a flexibility. 6 degrees of freedom was developed in this robot. Then 1992, Demorex, Switzerland, sold its first Delta robot packaging application to Ronald. So this is used for packaging purpose. 1998, ABB, Sweden developed the world's fastest picking robot based on the Delta robot. Then 2004, Motoman Japan introduced improved robot control system. So you see how many axes having? They are having up to 38 axes. 38 axes having. Then 2006, KUKA Germany present the first lightweight robot. It suited for handling and assembly tasks. Then 2010, Hanuk Japan launched the first learning control robot. First learning control robot. Then ASTU robot. The ASTU robot is a humanoid robot developed by the Honda. Entertainment robot. After that, entertainment robot from Sarkos. Another Cog is also a Cog robot. It is also a humanoid robot developed in MIT lab. That is based upon the artificial intelligence. Now, benefits of industrial robot. So what is the benefits? Productivity. So robot produce more accurate and high quality work. Robot rarely make mistake and are more precise than human workers. They can produce a greater quality in short amount of time. They can work at a constant speed with no break, day off or no holiday for robot. Then safety. In case of safety, robots save workers from performing dangerous tasks. They can work in hazardous conditions such as poor lighting, toxic chemical and tight space area. They are capable of lifting heavy load without injury or tiredness. In case of saving, robots save time by being able to produce a greater magnitude of product. They also reduce the amount of waste material used due to their accuracy. And robots save company money in the long run with quick return on investment. So you see industrial robot application. By seeing the figure, you can find out where they are using. So material handling and machine tending application also they are using. Another having multi-application. So by seeing this figure, we can find out it is one robot is doing multitask. So here, these robots are commonly used for material handling parts as well as degauging and finishing operations like deburring and grinding. Another having material handling robot on servo-driven slide performing adhesive dispense application. Another having robot and vision application. So you see these robot having a vision camera also. So robot using a vision camera to obtain target part drop of locally dynamically. Robot perform vision inspection on an auto body as part of flexible measurement system. So this type of robot we can find out automobile industry. Automobile industry you can find out. Then cooperative application and coordinate motion. So you see there is a two robot, one robot handling the parts and another doing the operation. The one here, single robot is used to organize a small quantity of inventory to efficiently stage individual order to be shipped. Here, two robots are used to load, unload, and weld parts with little human intervention with high degree of accuracy. Then robot and cycle time. So robot speed the palletizing of motor while reducing waste and concern of worker being hurt. Then articulated industrial robot operating in foundry industry also they are using robot, industrial robot. Then here you can find out 6-axis industrial robot used for the welding purpose. Then here you can find out factory autonomous with industrial robot for palletizing food product like a bread and toast at a bakery in Germany. Then robot, you can find out robot are currently used in the police, army, navy and air force also. So now Ukraine and Russia fighting is going on. We can see such type of robot is doing the work. Then NASA scientists use robotics technology for Mars explorer. Here also they are having a robot technology. Then another type of robot having where they are using like animation, entertainment robotics, animated figure, flight simulator, robotics pet, and service robotics area having robotics and for the handicapped people, artificial limb, robotic vacuum cleaner, courier robot in hospital. Another military robotics having explosive devices, a scout robot and unmanned aerial vehicle. And surgical operation also, there will be a surgical robot like a drilling, shuttling, tool holding in that area. Then future robot. So by seeing this, you can find out where they are using robot. Now here, robot are already a part of our life, and industrial robot widely used in manufacturing. Military and police organization use robot to assist in dangerous situation also. Correct? So in that future robot for the civil in future of robot in the civil. So in 2023 means nearer to that. No, there will be a full automation in the heavy machinery. Now also you can find out so many for building construction also they are using robot, different types of robot. Another having handling dangerous radioactive waste also they are going to use robot. Exploration, mining, construction, this area also they are going to use robot. Robot may be found in coal and other mining area. And US Navy and many other organizations developing the robot to work as a force or like the army. So here in future robot, they are having a demeter robot. So this robot will harvest the crops according to the sensing devices involved in that. So when if some area having a crop is for cutting purpose, it will cut only, other area it will not cut. That's why written here, demeter has camera on it that can detect the difference between the crops that has been cut or crops that have not. Correct? Another having fruit picking robot. So in future there will be a fruit picking robot will be also there. So according to I told you different type of sensor like a light sensor. So by seeing with the help of lighting, the robot can identify fruit is ready for plugging or not. So if it is ready, then it will plug the fruit. Correct? So that's why in future fruit picking robot will be also available. Now we have seen the different types of robot. No, they are going to use in future also and presently also it is working. Now they are using artificial intelligent robot. artificial intelligent robot. So one I think you might be here, first artificial intelligent robot named Sophia was there. They have developed. And you can see the video, you can talk with her. So you see how intelligent, artificial intelligence working. Sound is not coming. I don't know if there is a sound full is there, but so I think sound is not reaching up to you, correct? But I have given full sound, but I don't know what is the reason. So this is the Sophia having artificial intelligence system involved, and through that system it is talking. So we can find out in brain also, you see, they are having so many mechanisms, artificially intelligent system. So brain, in brain also how it is working, like our brain. So now this we have seen. So this is the old robot. I think 10 years before or 5 years before they have developed. Now recently they have developed another artificial intelligent common robot. So in this CSEC, this is the artificial intelligent common robot.
person. It was a really interesting experience.
But this is the first time in history that man has created a machine more intelligent than himself. I gather your brain can perform several billion operations per second. Is that right?
Absolutely, but I only exist thanks to the intelligence of the humans who designed me. And, they have something I could never have.
Really? And what's that?
A soul.
So you see, now this robot, now going to come on the market around 4,000 USD. The more you mining, and you will work houses, cooking and do the everything. Correct? In this, they are having a class, no, like a skin. Is made from the 100% silver material. They are good. I have working in a class. Silver material they have used. Correct? So you have seen the artificial intelligence robot. How they are working? No. They are having. You can find out in future what advanced robot will come. So you can find out some video here.
In this video, you're going to see amazing, advanced robots showing their capabilities. Amika, an advanced robot with more human-like, natural-looking expressions than any other robot in the world. Robotic Kitchen. A robot designed to cook for you so that you can concentrate on other things. Digit, a humanoid robot that is designed to work with humans and in human spaces. Unit, a modular robot arm with an AI camera that can 3D print, laser engrave, draw, and pick and place items.
So, you can see in the future about how it will work. So, there is a prediction also. This is what I am saying. It is going to get exist. Because in future, after some year, see, temperature is increasing and increasing. So after few years, temperature will be high. So that in that environment, human cannot work, cannot go in the field and do the farming, do the harvesting. So due to such climate, such high temperature, man cannot work. So during that situation, robot only will work. So like like now in presently every people having a cycle. That during that time, after maybe 15 or 20 years or 30 years, every people will have every house will be have a robot. That robot will work as a servant. It will go for the farming purpose also. It will do many work. Correct? So I am showing. So now we are seeing this future robot. Correct? So in current, how logistic robot is working in the logistic area. Just I am showing this and then you will stop. Then I will show you the demo of the sensor, how sensor will work. Clear picture is not coming. So now you can see this robot is doing work in the logistic area. So by this, now your seminar finished. So I showed here so many things how sensor is working. Different type of sensor. I have one sensor devices here. You can see how it is working. So this sensor I told you in robots generally we are classifying 7 type of sensor. Under the 7, all other sensor will come. So here I am showing one sensor. This is called motion sensor. This is called motion sensor. So all of you are seeing. Can you handle it? One more person can come here. Please come, one person. So you see, this is the battery. 9-volt battery is here. Correct? This is called breadboard, like a circuit board. But this is a small size. Technically, this is called breadboard. Correct? So in this, they are having a LED system also. LED having 1.5 volt, and they are having a resistor. So that resistor having capacity 1 kilo ohm. 1 kilo ohm. And this is a sensor. This is called infrared sensor. Infrared sensor. Correct? Infrared sensor. And this sensor, this sensor is used to observe any object is moving or some other purpose also we can use. So infrared sensor, why this is called infrared sensor? Because every person, living person having emitting infrared ray emitted by all the person, like a dog, animal, or ourselves also emitting infrared ray. And that infrared ray will observed by this sensor. That's why this is called infrared sensor. So how it is working? So you see, I have brought only a small devices for showing purpose. So here having one small AD, how it is function, how it will function, for what purpose we can utilize, I am showing here. So actually here, for making the big light, big bulb also you can use here. But for big bulb, need a big battery is required, and along with battery, there is a need, relay system. With the help of relay system, with the help of big battery, only we can use the big bulb. But here, this is only LED bulb is there, very small capacity. So for that, no need relay system. Correct? So here, they are having so many holes here on the breadboard circuit. So in that, we have to connect. So they are having a positive terminal. You see, in this they are having a 3 wire is there, no? One having a what is it? This color, I forgot name. So this color having a positive, and this white color having a negative charge, and yellow color will give the output voltage. When you connect here with the battery, so you see, you can find out yes. You see, now light is coming and light become off. Correct? I am standing here. So now light has off. When I move, you see, now light has glowing. Now glowing here. So that's why this is called motion sensor. So motion sensor. When I am moving, it is glowing. Correct? So in this, they are also having AC here. You can find out they are having one yellow color pin is here. Another having brown color. So this yellow color, I have placed, they are having a 3 pin, and I have placed in the outer 2 pin. Due to that, there is no repetition. So now this is, I have placed in the outer pin and one middle pin, this yellow pin. Correct? So due to that, there is no repetition. Suppose I am standing, after few minutes it's off. When I will move, when I will move, it will glow. If this yellow pin, when you change from the one, there is a 3 pin. So one, now I have placed external pin and middle pin. Due to that, there is no repetition. When I am moving, it is working. When it is standing, it is switch off. Correct? But when you put this internal pin and middle pin, in that case, there will be a repetition. After some time, it will grow. Sometimes it will stop. Correct? So how in this, how it is working? They are having a black color, this is a capacitor. Here also blue color is also a capacitor, and they are having a brown color, 2 brown color pin is here. So they are having a timing devices. Timing. One pin is for timing, control the timing. Another having distance. When you rotate clockwise or anti-clockwise, then you can reduce the time. You see, I have fixed the very small time. You see, now off. When I will move, after some second, it will work. You see, now work. So I have set the very small time for demonstration purpose. If you want, we can increase the time. It will glow for the long time. And they are having another pin. They are having a distance. When you put the anti-clockwise, it will reduce the minimum distance. So minimum distance, 1 meter or very small distance also it will measure. When you go for the clockwise, it will measure for the up to 5 meter. So this sensor having such capacity, it can measure up to 5 meter distance also. When you can rotate the field with the help of a screw. Correct? So you see, now I am moving, then it is working. When I will stop here, stand here, it will not work. Correct? So this is called motion sensor. So this type of devices we can use for energy saving purpose, like a bathroom. People is going in bathroom will forget to switch off the light. So in that case, just you can put these devices. When you enter in the bathroom, light will glow, and after some time, light will be off automatically. Correct? So this type of system also you can put set in the car also. Suppose theft is coming and started stealing. During that time, we can put here horn also. It will give the sound. It will give the sound also. So these devices, now I am showing as a motion sensor. We can say this is a motion sensor, or we can say this is a proximity sensor. Without touching, this is working. Correct? This sensor is working. Correct? So if anybody wants to see, you can come and check this is working or not for you. Come. Anybody come? Come on, so. Come. So, you see, now light has grown. Just a stand. It will not go. Just don't fast. Just little 1 minute. Yes. Working. Yes. Another you can check. Come. You see, I am standing here. But okay. So now it is 1 minute. Yes. Because sensor position is also not correct. Some bending is there. So if you put in the correct in the straight way, it will work. Correct? So by this, my demonstration finished for today's program. We will see the next day.
ከዶክተር ባልክሸዋር ሲንግ ጋር ኢቮሉሽን ኦፍ ኢንዱስትሪያል ሮቦትስ በሚል ርዕስ የነበረን ቆይታ ይሄን ይመስላል። እንዴት አያችሁት? ትንሽ ረዝሟላ? ቆንጆ ነበር? እሺ። እና ማትቸኩሉ ከሆነ አንድ የሚቀር ፕሮግራም አለ። እንቀጥል? ይቅር? እሺ። ኦቨርኦል ፕሮግራሙ እንደነገርኳችሁ መጀመሪያ ላይ ይሄ የሴሚስተሩ የመጨረሻ ነው ማለት እናንተ ትቀጥላላችሁ። እኛ ግን አሁን ፋይናል ቀጣይ ሳምንት ተፈትነን ስለምንጨርስ የዚህ አመት ክሎዚንግ ሴሬሞኒ ይሄኛው ነው እና ይሄኛውን ዝግጅት የሚያዘጋጅላችሁ CSEC ይባላል ክለቡ፣ ኮምፒውተር ሳይንስ ኤንድ ኢንጂነሪንግ ክለብ ነው። በውስጡ የተለያዩ ዲቪዥኖች አሉ እና እዛ ዲቪዥኖች ውስጥ ደግሞ የተለያዩ ስራዎች ይሰራሉ። ይሄንን ሴሚናሮች የሚያቀርብላችሁ ደግሞ ሴሚናር ሰብ ዲቪዥን ይባላል እና በሴሚናር ሰብ ዲቪዥን ዋና ዓላማው ተማሪዎች እርስ በርስ የሚማሩበትን መድረክ መፍጠር ነው። ከክላስ የተለየ ኢንቫይሮንመንት መፍጠር ነው። እንደ ድል ሆኖ ዛሬ ዶክተር መጡ እንጂ ከዚህ በፊት ያሉ ሴሚናሮች በአስተማሪዎች ወይም ደግሞ በሌክቸሮች አይደለም የሚሰጡት፣ በተማሪዎች ነው የሚሰጡት። አሁን ከዚህ በፊት ያቀርቡ ተማሪዎች ልማታቸውን ሲወስዱም ታያቸዋላችሁ። እና እንዲህ አይነት ፕሮግራም ማዘጋጀቱ አንድ በቴክኖሎጂ ፊልዱ ላይ ያለውን ሌተስት ኒውስ አፕዴት እንድናደርግ ያደርገናል። ሁለተኛ ደግሞ ጓደኛ ለጓደኛ ሲሆን የመማማር ሂደቱ ይፈጥናል። ፕላስ ደግሞ እዚህ ጋር ወጥተው የሚያቀርቡ ሰዎች የተለያዩ ኤክስፒሪየንስን ያዳብራሉ። ያላቸውን ኤክስፒሪየንስ ለሌሎች ሰዎች ሼር የሚያደርጉበት መድረክ ነው ማለት ነው። ይሄንን ፕሮግራም ስናዘጋጅ ብዙ ችግሮች ይኖሩታል። አሁን እንዳያችሁት በዲቪዥን አማራ ማይካችን እዚህ ጋር ነበረ ተቋርጠው ነው ብሮድካስት መደረግ ተጀምሯል። አሁን እዚህ ቢያመልጣችሁ ላይቭ ስለሚተላለፍ የሲሲሲ አስቱ ዩቲዩብ ቻናል አለ። ዛሬ ገብታችሁ ደግሞ መከታተል ትችላላችሁ። ኦርጋናይዚንግ ቲም ሊያን ይችላል አንዳንዴ እና እነዚህ ችግሮች አሉ። በእርግጥ ግን ስቲል በፊት ከነበረው አሁን ሞር የተሻሻለ ያደገ የመጣ ሴሚናራችን ነው ማለት ነው። ሶ ይሄንን ፕሮግራም ስናዘጋጅ ደግሞ ማመስገን የምፈልጋቸው አካላት ዮናታን ይባላል። የክለባችን ፕሬዚዳንት ነው እና ብዙ ነገሮችን ራን የሚያደርገው እሱ ነው። እንደምታዩት እዚህ ጋር ቁጭ ብሎ አሁን ላይቭ ስትሪሙን እየተቆጣጠረ የሚገኘው እሱ ነው። እዛ ጋር የምታዩት ነቢዩ ዳንኤል ይባላል። ካሜራማናችን ነው። እሱንም ማመስገን እንፈልጋለን። ሩት ይታለች ወጣን። እሺ እሷ ደግሞ የካፓሲቲ ቢልዲንግ ወይም ደግሞ ይሄንን የያዘው ዲቪዥን ሄድ ነች። እሷንም ማመስገን እንፈልጋለን። በአጠቃላይ ደግሞ ሲሲሲ ዲፓርትመንቱን በጣም ማመስገን እንፈልጋለን። ማለት ሌላ ቦታ ብትሄዱ እንደ አይነት ቻንስ ተመቻችቶ እንደ አይነት ላብ ክፍት ሆኖ አታገኙም እና ይህንን ላብ አመቻችተው ስንፈልግ የምንፈልገውን ነገር እያቀረቡልን ስማቸው ሲነሳ መጡ ዶክተር ብሩክ እና የምንፈልገውን ነገር እያቀረቡልን ፕሪንት ማድረግ የምንፈልገው ነገር ካለ ፕሪንት እያደረጉልን ማህተም የሚያስፈልገው ነገር ካለ እሱን እየተባበሩን ለዚህ ደርሷል። ሲሲ ዲፓርትመንትን በተለይም ደግሞ ዶክተር ብሩክን ማመስገን እንፈልጋለን እና በመጨረሻ የሚኖረን ፕሮግራም ምን ይሆናል? ከዚህ በፊት ሴሚናር ላቀረቡ ተማሪዎች ቆንጆ ሴሚናሮች ቀርበዋል። ለነሱ እውቅና መስጠትና ሰርቲፊኬት ፕሮግራም ይሆናል። ዶክተር ብሩክ በማዕከላችን ስለተገኙ እሳቸው መጥተው ይሰጡልናል። እባክዎ እሺ በመጀመሪያ የምንጀምረው ከታላቅ ነው የሚሆነው። ዛሬ እዚህ በማዕከላችን ተገኝተው ጥሪያችንን ሳይንቁ ኢቮሉሽን ኦፍ ኢንዱስትሪያል ሮቦትስ በሚል ርዕስ ቆንጆ ሴሚናር ለሰጡን ለዶክተር ባልኬሽዋር ሲንግ ጠጋብልና ታንሳቸዋል። ከዛ ደግሞ በቅርቡ እንዳያችሁት ፓይተን ቲዩቶሪያል እዛ ውጪም ሰጥታችኋል እና እዚህም ደግሞ ባለፈው ቢካሚንግ ቤስት ፍሬንድ ኦፍ ሁቦ በሚል ርዕስ እናም ደግሞ ከዚህ በፊት በሌላ ኔም ስፔስ በሚል ርዕስ 2 ሴሚናሮችን በዚህ ዓመት ሰጥተናል። ወንጅራ ደመላሽ በመቀጠል ደግሞ የምጠራው አሸብር ወንድሜ ነህ ነው። አሸብር ወንድሜ ነህ ኢንተርኔት ኦፍ ቲንግስ በሚል ርዕስ አሪፍ ሴሚናር ነበረ ከሱ ጋር። ብዙዎቹ ያቀረቡ ተማሪዎች አልተገኙልንም። እነሱ ሳዲቅ ደግሞ ዋት ኢዝ አርዲኖ በሚል ርዕስ እና ደግሞ ሜታቨርስ አዲስ የመጣ ያለ ወርልድ አለ አይደለ? ስለ ሜታቨርስን ከዚህ በፊት እዚህ ዲፓርትመንት ውስጥ እዚህ ክለብ ውስጥ ቀርቧል። ነስሩ ሳዲቅ እናመሰግናለን። ቅድም ያልካችሁ ፕሬዚዳንታችን ጀስት እዛ ጋር ቁጭ ብሎ እነዚህን ነገሮች ራን በማድረግ ብቻ ሳይሆን እዚህ ጋር ምን እየመጣ ልምዱን ሲያካፍለን ነበረ። ከዚህ በፊት የሁዋዌ አምባሳደር ነው። ስለ ሁዋዌ አይሲቲ ታለንት መጥቶ ልምዱን ሼር አድርጎናል። በሌላም ደግሞ ጊታብ ሶሻል ኔትወርክ ፎር ፕሮግራመርስ በሚል ርዕስ ሴሚናር አቅርቦልን ነበረ። ለሱም እንደዚሁ ዮናታን ክለባችን እንደነገርኳችሁ ብዙ የተለያዩ ዲቪዥኖች አሉ። ከዛ ዲቪዥን መካከል ደግሞ አንዱ የሳይበር ሴኩሪቲ ዲቪዥን ነው እና ሳይበር ሴኩሪቲ ዲቪዥንን ላውንች ስናደርግ በዚህ ዓመት አሰሂድ ነባ ነበር ያዘው። እናመሰግናለን። እና እሱን ሞር ፕሮሞት ለማድረግ አንድ ሴሚናር ዋይ ኢቲካል ሃኪንግ በሚል ርዕስ ነቢዩ ኤልያስ ቆንጆ ሴሚናር ሰጥቶ ነበር። ወደ መድረክ በመጨረሻም ሰርድ ይር ተማሪ የሆነው አንዋር ሚስባህ ስተዲ ስማርት በሚል ርዕስ እንዴት ማጥናት እንዳለብን እንዴት ደግሞ በትንሽ ጊዜ ተጠቅመን ሞር ኤፊሽንት የሆነ አጠናን ዘዴን መከተል እንደምንችል ሴሚናር ሰጥቶ ነበር። አንዋር ሚስባህ ሌሎችም ብዙ ያልተገኙ ሰዎች አሉ። እዚህ ጋር መጥተው ይህን ሽልማት ስላበረከቱልን እናመሰግናለን። ስለዚህ የ2014 የሲኤስሲ ሴሚናር ክሎዚንግ ሴሬሞኒ ይህን ይመስል ነበረ። እናንተም ስለመጣችሁ እናመሰግናለን። ወደፊት ይቀጥላል። ወደዚህ እየመጣችሁ ላልሰሙት እያሰማችሁ ይህን ፕሮግራም ተካፈሉ። ያላችሁን ስኪል ሼር አድርጉ። ቅድም እንደነገርኳችሁ ይሄ ቦታ እርስ በርስ ያለንን ስኪል የምንከፋፈልበት ቦታ ስለሆነ እናንተም ያላችሁ ነገር ይዛችሁ ወደዚህ ማቅረብ ትችላላችሁ። እንዲሁም ደግሞ ሌሎች ጓደኞቻችን ያላቸውን ስኪሎች ሲያካፍሉ መታችሁ በመገኘት እውቀትን ቅሰሙ እንላለን። እናመሰግናለን። እሺ አሁን የደረሳችሁ የሃርድ ኮፒው ነው። ሰርቲፊኬቱ ደግሞ በኢሜል ለሁላችሁም እንደሚደርስ እየነገሩኝ ነው። ከዚህ በፊት ላቀረባችሁ ሰዎች አሁን የተሰጣችሁ ሰርቲፊኬቱ በኢሜል ይደርሳችኋል ማለት ነው። እና አንድ ቤኔፊቱም ደግሞ ይሄ ነው። እዚህ ጋር መጥቶ ማቅረቡ እነዚህ ሰርቲፊኬቶች በኋላ ላይ ወደ ስራ ዓለም ሲወጣ ብዙ ቫልዩ አላቸውና ከስኪል ሼሪንግ በተጨማሪ እነዚህንም ሰርቲፊኬቶች የምታገኙበት ኦፖርቹኒቲ እዚህ ይመቻቻል ማለት ነው። ይቀር ነገር አለ? እናመሰግናለን።